What's up guys, Shiz here with Shiz's Picks episode 2, where I'll be talking about the indie games that came out this week that I played. Did I like them? Did I not? Were they easy? Were they hard? How are the achievements? And I'll be closing with my pick of the week. So first up we got Tembo the Badass Elephant, which is I believe $15 or $13.50 if you're an Xbox Live Gold member. Shout out to Austin Powers. And it's a typical 2D side-scrolling like smash 'em up type game. You have A to jump, hold X to dash, up and X is a hammer, down and X is a butt slam. If you're in the air and do forward X, you do a diagonal slam, which honestly is one of my biggest problems of the game. You saw it there on screen. It's very, very easy to accidentally get a tiny bit airborne when you're dashing, and then all of a sudden you do that diagonal slam and you go through a platform and kill yourself. Pretty annoying for a stupid reason. And also because you are always side-scrolling at such a fast pace, as you saw, I just like ran right into a bunch of explosive barrels. It's so easy to hurt yourself for a stupid reason just because you don't see what's coming. But at the same time, it takes forever if you're just walking slowly. One thing that this game has that's pretty cool, I thought, was if you pick up 300 peanuts, you get a peanut butter jar, which you see on the left of the screen, and those are your lives. When you die, you can eat a peanut butter jar, get back in action. And what you just saw on screen I thought is pretty cool as well. The fact that you're an elephant, they implemented that you can shoot water out of your trunk. So obviously you're going to use that to extinguish fire or take down electrical enemies. So I thought that was a cool mechanic that's well done. Achievement wise, this game is pretty straightforward. It's basically beat the game, kill every enemy, find every civilian. The only achievements that are a real pain in the ass are having 10 lives and having 99. Like have 99 peanut butter jars. They don't add up. You can't get 11 times. You have to have 99 at the same time. So if you want that achievement, you're probably just gonna have to rebeat level 1 over and over and over 50 times. Bit of a kind of overkill, but next up is Q.U.B.E Director's Cut, which just came out and it's running at $10 right now. It's being compared a lot to Portal, which makes sense. It's a first-person puzzle solver with a futuristic feel, minimalistic art style. But this game is fantastic so far. It's not very long, it's not very difficult. From what I can tell, my buddy and I got to chapter 5 or 6 out of 7 in under 2 hours. And it's getting pretty tricky, as all these games tend to go. You start off very easy, and it gets trickier and trickier. Right now I'm showing you one of the earlier puzzles in the game, and then I'll show you one that's a bit later. Achievement wise, this game's pretty straightforward. Beat the game, find secret areas, beat this chapter without touching the ground in this room, and so on and so forth. Nothing crazy, but it is a pretty nice achievement list. You'll have to go out of your way a little to try to find secret areas and try different things. It's well done in the sense that it's going to make you really have to pay attention and use your head without being overkill and making you feel like an idiot and making you rage. But I really like the mechanics in this game. You have the left trigger to take the objects out, the right trigger to put them back in, and then you have to figure out, okay, I want to get here, so I'm going to have to put steps here, but I'm going to have to bounce here, and etc. As you can see on screen, I have to set myself up so that I can get on top, but how am I going to do that? There's some areas like this where it's dark, where it gets a bit trickier just because the objects will stay out, but because you can't see what you're doing, you'll just fall off over and over. Even though you're set up properly, it's not the most frustrating thing, but it is a bit annoying. But it's only this chapter since it's dark. But overall, this game is really a lot of fun. Nothing too crazy. This one I definitely suggest you grab. And finally, we get to my pick of the week. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which is $15. Anybody who's been following me should know how excited I was. I was impatiently waiting for this for about 2 years, ever since I saw this when my buddy introduced me to Super Meat Boy. It's the same team that made the game. It's the same guy who made the soundtrack, which should not come as a surprise that it's absolutely phenomenal and just perfect, literally. The gameplay is very simplistic, but it's very difficult. You move, you shoot up, down, left, right, left bumper for bombs, left trigger for abilities. They respond very well. The only thing I really would have liked is that you could shoot diagonally, because the game is already so hard. That would have helped a lot, but I guess that's why they didn't let you do it. The game, for lack of better words, is completely fucked up. I mean, you're a baby that's running away from your mom trying to kill you because God told her to. You're fighting shit monsters. You're fighting monsters that are attached by umbilical cords. You'll get like a fetus on the side of your face as a power-up. Completely fucked up, but it works. It's amazing. As far as power-ups go, I believe there's over 400 items, which is just insane. And everything is randomly generated. You'll have to pay attention to what they all do and what they're called, so that next time you run across them, you'll know what's good and bad, because some do have detrimental attributes to them. But it's, again, completely random, and that goes for the worlds, the bosses, everything. I believe there's over 4 billion seeds, which is just insane. And one thing that's good is that when you die, which you will, because the game is impossible, when you die, it's actually going to show the seed that you played on the side of the screen. So if you got that one seed where everything was going right, you got unlucky and died, but it was a much better run than the others, write that down, and next time you start a game, you'll be able to put in that seed, which I thought was amazing. Co-op is nice, works the same way, and there's, I believe, over 200 skins for your co-op partner, which is just, again, completely mental. This game, man, the feel to it is amazing, the art style is amazing, the music is amazing, the gameplay is tight, it's very, very hard. Achievement wise, it's just as hard. You know, beat 2 levels without taking any damage, have 55 pennies on you at once. I just beat level 1 and I have a penny. You know, all the achievements are incredibly difficult and are going to take a long time, so if you're expecting 100% this, good luck, but it's fantastic, and hopefully I helped you guys pick your game of the week.